Your ability to communicate with authenticity, confidence, charisma, and fluency is everything if you want to create successfully on YouTube. In this video, we're going to cover the mind secret that the top 1% of creators use to become charismatic and confident on camera, how you can apply this to permanently gain on-camera charisma, and how you can use this to build a loyal following who both watch and buy from you. This is the very same technique I used to go from not being able to string a single sentence together on camera to traveling the world full-time as a content creator for a few years, and now running a six-figure online education business, all from YouTube. Now, if you're watching this, you've likely been watching YouTube for quite a few years and you have your favorite creators. And the way that those creators present their ideas and their knowledge is both compelling and engaging. The way that they relate to you on the other side of the screen feels very personable, as if they're talking to a friend. They are completely themselves. Essentially, they make it look effortless, and you have a voice inside you saying, I want to do this too. So you grab a camera or a smartphone and you start trying to talk to it. And soon you realize this isn't as easy as they made it look. And in fact, this is almost impossible. Trying to string a single coherent sentence together is hard enough, let alone making a 10-minute engaging and informative video. And this sucks. You feel like giving up. So where do you go now? Well, back to YouTube, of course. You type in something like how to talk to camera, and you watch some tutorials with tips like have good eye contact and make your voice resonant. And it helps a bit. You try out all these techniques and it makes your surface level communication a little bit smoother, but you still feel awkward. It hasn't fixed the root of the issue. So how are creators like Dan Koe, Ali Abdaal, and Peter McKinnon so authentic and fluent on camera? And apply this to whoever your favorite creators are. You'll find it's hard to spot a pattern, a common theme that makes them all charismatic because they actually don't have very much in common. Dan Koe isn't necessarily charismatic, but he's authentic, and you can feel his confidence right through the screen. Ali Abdaal has this relaxed, carefree charm that seems to balance out his sharp intellect perfectly. And Peter McKinnon's passion and enthusiasm shines through more than almost anyone else on YouTube. So it's not like they're all using this secret hand gesture or vocal intonation, and it's not like they all went to some secret elite hidden communication school. So how are they doing this so effortlessly, and why are you still stuck, unable to get your words out? What is in between where you are now and where you want to be? The way that top creators communicate so effectively is almost entirely down to their mind. Their minds are operating at a certain state, level, and frequency which allows for confident body language, flow state communication, and emotional resonance. And at this point you could say, Thomas, bro, this isn't your mind. Dan Koe communicates confidently because he makes $2 million a year, and Ali Abdaal is so fluent and able to be himself on camera because he has 6 million subscribers. But Dan didn't start out making $2 million a year. He actually started out making 0 a year. And Ali Abdaal didn't start out with 6 million subscribers. He started out with 0. This is not a chicken or the egg debate. What started was their mind, their mindset first, and then the results came afterwards. The problem is that most people don't have their mind on their side. And what I mean more specifically is that they don't have their subconscious mind on their side. This means, sure, you can have your conscious goal mentally that you've written down, but your subconscious mind has its conditioning, has its scripts that it has learned from your parents or society throughout you growing up. And this means it can either be stagnant, not going towards your goal, or even pulling against you. So by setting this conscious goal without getting your subconscious on your side, you're essentially pulling yourself in two directions. That's why this feels so hard. So imagine yourself like an ancient ship. Your conscious mind is the captain saying, go over there. And your subconscious mind is the crew who are all rowing in the opposite direction. Instead, what you need to do is prime your subconscious so you can get your whole mind and body on your side. And when your subconscious is on your side, you become like a missile who has a pre-programmed coordinate who is reaching its target efficiently and directly. So why does this happen? Reality is vast and completely beyond our comprehension. We are surrounded by so many details every day that if we took all of it in, we would be completely paralyzed and so overwhelmed that we'd be unable to operate. So instead, our brains filter sensory information and directs our attention to what we focus on. This is a process known as selective attention and is studied extensively in cognitive psychology. An extreme example of this is a scene where there is a beautiful European city square. The sun is shining through the leaves and it's a beautiful day. There is a couple who are tourists and they're exploring this city square. Their attention is focused on the beautiful architecture and they're thinking about restaurants they want to go and have lunch in, so they're looking at the different restaurants around the city. They don't notice somebody who's sitting on a bench beside them, who is a homeless man. This man is purely focused on the cigarette somebody just flicked onto the street beside him, and also, in the corner of his eye, the police who are eyeing him up and potentially threatening him to move on and get off the bench. These two sets of people have a completely different experience of reality based on what they are focusing on. This illustrates how everyone's realities are completely different, even if they are in the same time and the same place. When you focus your entire mind, not just your conscious mind, on a goal, you start seeing opportunities that you were literally blind to before. Your brain even starts getting you to behave in ways that are optimal to achieve your goal. This is why mindset is the true 80-20 of content creation. Your conscious and subconscious mind is constantly creating the life that you have before you and making decisions throughout the day that shape who you are and where you are. If you tap into and live through the right mindset, you will be making optimal decisions. And again, being able to see opportunities that somebody with a suboptimal mindset would literally be blind to. But how does mindset specifically affect how you come across on camera? So let's just go back to something that I said earlier. Top creators' minds are operating at a certain level, state, and frequency that allows for confident body language, flow state communication, and emotional resonance. This presents a fundamental shift in the way that we think about how to communicate. Rather than adjusting our outer behaviors to make us look more confident, we can instead adjust our mindset, which will make us genuinely more confident and then reflect in our outwards behaviors. As Olivia Cabane states in the book, The Charisma Myth, mindset can help you increase your internal feeling of confidence as well as your ability to project it. Just by using the right mental images, your subconscious mind will send a remarkable chain reaction of confidence signals cascading through your body. To further illustrate this, we can look at the field of method acting, which is an approach that Robert De Niro, Bradley Cooper, Joaquin Phoenix, Christian Bale, Natalie Portman, and Daniel Day-Lewis have used to massive success. As Olivia goes on to say, method acting evolved to help actors with their most difficult task, getting their body language right. Rather than having people try to control their body language, it went straight to the body language source, the mind, and had the actors strive to become the characters they were aiming to play so that they would really feel the emotions that they wanted to convey. Then the thousands of body language signals would flow naturally and congruently. Now, I'm not saying that you need to act or become a character, quite the opposite actually. I'm saying that you need to align your thoughts, feelings, mind, and body with the creator that you desire to be. Now, there are multitudes of ways to adjust your mindset. It's a very broad term, from affirmations to therapy, all the way through to gaining specific real-world experiences. Probably the single most effective tool for priming your subconscious and your mindset as a content creator is visualization. And this is for two reasons. Reason number one is that it taps into the reticular activation system, or RAS. The RAS is a network of neurons in the brain that's job is to filter sensory information. So it decides what is important and what deserves attention. When you visualize a goal or an outcome that you want to achieve, you are helping your RAS decide what it pays attention to. So for example, if you visualize the content creator that you want to be, you will literally start seeing video ideas, collaborations, and opportunities that you didn't see before. Number two is that it enhances emotional resonance. The subconscious is driven by emotions, and to be able to prime your subconscious to be more like the coordinated missile rather than the rickety ancient ship, you need to speak to your subconscious on an emotional level. So what are the emotions that you would likely feel on the other side of achieving your goal? Let's say you already are the content creator that you want to be. How would you feel? You might feel relief. You might feel peace. You might feel triumph. Those emotions are incredibly powerful, and they are the key to making this work. So visualization can be used for on-camera charisma in two very specific ways, directly and indirectly. You can directly visualize talking to the camera in the way that you want for an immediate charisma boost. Here you would follow the 3 steps of see it, feel it, and be it. To see it, you would close your eyes and vividly imagine somebody watching your video. See all of the details, see the crinkles in their eyes as they're smiling, see them feel their inspiration from watching your video. In step 2, feel it, you would then tune into the positive emotions that come from this visualization. Now, this might take a couple of minutes for you to start feeling the emotions, and those emotions would likely be things like excitement, confidence, joy, relief. Imagine the pride and satisfaction of being able to connect and emotionally resonate with your audience. And also feel how good it feels in your body to be able to talk finally, fluently, authentically, charismatically. And step 3, be it. So before you start recording, take a moment to imagine yourself stepping in to this person, stepping into this frequency, the content creator that you want to be, and then channel that when you are recording. Now, the method number 2, indirectly, is less immediately effective, but overall far more powerful. This is where you use visualization to develop a clear vision for what you want out of your life. Have a clear goal that you're moving towards and becoming the version of yourself that you need to be to achieve that goal and live the life that you want to live. Which, if that goal included content creation within it, would then organize your body and mind to naturally start being able to communicate more effectively on camera, because that is a necessary step on the way to achieving your goal. It's a knock-on effect. The 3 steps are the same here, but you'd focus on slightly different things. So when you'd see it, you would imagine yourself as the end result, the content creator that you wanted to be, or even something that comes to that. If that's a means to an end, which is also fine as long as you're enjoying it along the way, then you'd maybe imagine the house that you want to buy at the end of this journey. You imagine the thing, the life that you want at the end. In step 2, you allow that to light you up. You feel it, you resonate with that image that you have. You feel again the relief, the joy, the pride of having that thing that you want or being the person that you want to be. Attune yourself to that energy. You are already there. And in step 3, you can tie this back into talking to camera. So before you press record, tap into that vision again of what you want your life to be and allow that to organize and dictate how you then talk to camera. I know this works, and I know it is super powerful, because when I started out, it's exactly what I used to go from some kid in his parents' house in a room to traveling the world as a full-time content creator. And I focused on this vision every day. I felt what it would feel like to be in all these cities around the world with friends, beautiful girls, traveling, making videos, creating art, living my creative potential. And it happened. It literally happened. And the funny thing about all of this is that the end destination was only a small part of it. It made the journey to get there way more enjoyable, because I knew why I was doing everything. Everything felt like it was aligning. Don't get me wrong, there was effort, there was some struggle, but it all felt crystal clear. And I am absolutely certain that by having that crystal clear vision in my mind of what I wanted, it trickled down to my vibe on camera. It trickled down to how I was communicating with my audience, even though during those videos, I wasn't directly visualizing myself being confident or charismatic on camera. I had a vision for my life, and that indirectly helped me present in the way that I wanted to, because it was a necessary step in getting what I wanted. And this, by the way, is one of the single best ways to attract an audience. People love to follow somebody who knows where they are going. So visualize what you want. Be going somewhere. Have clarity, have a vision that you emotionally resonate with. When you use visualization to develop and live through that mission, not only will it change completely the way that you communicate on camera, it'll also positively affect almost every area of your life. If you've resonated with this video and you'd like to learn how to talk to camera with confidence and charisma in just 30 days, feel free to check out our 30-day Talking on Camera challenge in the link below. This is going to really help you out if you want to be a content creator, or if you want to become the face of your business if you are an entrepreneur. I'll see you there or in the next video. Stay creative. Bye-bye.